Hi, I'm Jeffrey, and this is the Freethink Progress Report, where we look through what the solutions of today will mean for your world tomorrow. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, if you weren't aware, and as the month is coming to an end, experts say that a mental health crisis is just beginning. The combination of physical isolation, economic distress, and obviously a once-in-a-century pandemic is unsurprisingly raising levels of anxiety and stress. Luckily, there are professionals who can help, and practically overnight, mental health providers have switched from doing in-person therapy to doing teletherapy through video conferencing or over the phone. And that switch has created a unique opportunity for increasing access to these services. I talked with the founder of BetterHelp, an online therapy platform rethinking therapy for the digital age, and in the process, hopefully reducing the stigma around seeking help.
A quarter of us really need to see a therapist today, but only a fraction would actually go to see a therapist, which is kind of mind-boggling because it's such a life-changing experience that touch the things that you care about the most, and still there are people that can provide you with a service, but still most people don't use the service. And that's because all these barriers and all these gaps. It's inaccessible, it's very inconvenient, it's very expensive, and it has a lot of difficulties that are not necessarily related to the therapy itself. You need to find an hour in your life. Usually it's midday where you need to give excuses why you go somewhere, drive, park, wait in a waiting room, and have your session. So one of the things we did early on is a decision not to try to disrupt therapy. What we're trying to do is disrupt the access to therapy and how people communicate with a therapist, but it's the same type of therapy and the same type of therapist you'd find in brick and mortar clinics. Obviously, there are something that are maybe lost, like very subtle visual cues, that we do have video sessions, but at the same time, you also have other opportunities that open up. One of the things we hear a lot is that online things are getting to the essence of things much quicker. Because if you come to my office and you're outside of your safe environment, you may be reserved to talk about all of the things until session 6, 8, sometimes 20. When you feel more comfortable in your own environment, maybe also with a screen in the middle, you open up much quicker and maybe even being more honest. I think a lot of questions about what would become standard after this happened, and it's all guesswork, really. Like, are we going to work remotely more? Are we going to travel less? Or is this just going to be a phase, and in January 2021, it will be kind of a bad memory? I don't have the crystal ball for this. I think we've actually gone a long way during these years, regardless of COVID, in destigmatizing mental health.
It's important to remember that the access and availability of mental health tools is the result of years of work from mental health professionals to destigmatize talking about mental health. You should feel as comfortable talking about your mental health as you do your physical health. So, how you feeling? Let us know in the comments below. And if you happen to know of any cool things happening in the world, also let us know by sending us an email at tips@freethink.com. Thanks for watching.